is another video log. It's Saturday, July 23rd, 1:35 p.m. I'm in the Chelsea clubhouse. So, July 23rd. I've been here already over a month. Alright, so what else is happening? I'm right now working on like a HackaFest project, so another East Global Hackathon. So I'm just doing the hackathon life right now. Another important thing for me is working on decom market, which is really cool project for decentralized e-commerce, digital asset trading. What else is happening? What else is happening internally? Like I'm thinking a lot about okay, so I'm in this space by myself. It's pretty awesome. It's Saturday and I have this whole space to myself. It's pretty amazing. So I'm just walking around talking to the camera. What else is like on top of mind? Like what is the most important thing? So like right now, this is like 10-minute video log. Like, well, there's a lot of things like up in the air right now about like what I'm gonna do next after. So right now I'm part of the Our House cohort, which is like Black Engineers and Allies Hacker House in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. And I'm lucky to be one of the allies that are in this space, and it's just amazing. And so like I think being aware of like reminding myself like what a great opportunity I am having right now in here in New York City, making the most of this. I also like started like kind of like dating someone here, and it's like spending time with her is like it's really nice. It's cool, it's interesting. There's like a lot of common interests, common ground. And so, but also I'm also like balancing that with like work, and by work I mean like hackathons and like collaborating on startups and working on startups. So, and like doing things like networking, going to these crypto events and taking part in like social things. Like there's a lot of people here that like do a lot of like that have like taken the time for this month to like part of Launch House, that just like they just reserved a whole month for networking. I have not, but that's all right, because I am more of a like putting a lot of emphasis on being like a practicing engineer, like being really hands-on all the time, like just focusing on putting the time in to build things. Like that's what I see as really important. At the same time, it's like reflecting about like all the interactions I have here and all the people I met is also very important. So what is this monologue about? Well, it's rehashing out some of the ideas I have, like just pouring out my mind space, speaking to play with ideas, with language, and like recalibrate, and like this is the time for like myself, for exploring like and now analyzing what is happening inside, and like what are the most interesting things I've encountered over the last week. Well, I love this question, right? So what are they like? Okay, like this this rw.org or something is like this engineer that has like 20 years of experience, is like doing these classes that are like that are like mentorship for programmers, like and just like really inspiring. So my friend Prakash like sent me the link, and I think this was just like super fascinating, like about one-on-one learning. And another thing was like meeting with like another launch house cohort person, Lucas, who's like who's running DAO HQ, the startup for like a center for DAOs. And so we went and got dinner yesterday, and like talking to him was really inspiring about meeting someone that's like super passionate about DAOs and protocols that are upgrading our institutions into new with these new tools. Another thing is like visiting Empire DAO this week. So Empire DAO it's like a co-working space, creative space that they have like 5 floors, and I think it's like East Village, and there you can go and co-work and meet other people that are in Web3 and builders. And there's one floor for just Solana. There's a lot of artists there painting. There's a lot of like startups that just have their own like room there. And so we went there with our house, and it was just like amazing to be there. So another place in New York City where you can just like make the connections that will propel you forward. Right now, what else happened over the last week? Like I started working with like some friends from the Launch House cohort for a hackathon that is for this banking software that's called Rapid, which allows you to create like bank accounts and take payments from anywhere in the world. And we are creating like a hackathon project for this for next Thursday, and that's like super fun. It's like exciting, it's fun, and we all like are driven to like win some prizes. So like to me that's pretty important right now. Another thing is like joined DAOverse, which is like a VR Web3 kind of startup with another Launch House cohort member, Daphne. And here we are building some like VR, some things at the intersection of VR and DAOs and Web3. And I think that's just like going to be huge and explode. And just like being there, it's like, it's a sure win. Like just the potential is immense. So, and yeah, this I have going alongside working with Terrence on DCOM market. So over the last few days, I just kind of took a step back from it just to like reflect, and like gathering my mental energy and being like, okay, this is really something I want to continue and push out forward. And like, so my thing right now is like, goal right now is to have a product launch that I can like point to and be like, I did that. So maybe I will like rebrand DCOM market or something else. Maybe that name is not so great. I'm glad I have Terrence now, someone to team up with and like delegate tasks and like share the work. And he's very experienced in like fundraising and pitching and business and marketing plans. All right, so 10 minutes is almost up. This is my update. It's July 23rd, Saturday. I gotta do more of these just because it's like recalibrating and recentering and reviewing where I have been and charting where I am going.